We're diving into a fascinating piece of numismatic history, the 1985 D Mint Mark $quarter coin. This coin is not just a quarter, it's a treasure that has caught the attention of collectors and investors alike, with some even fetching prices in the millions. So, let's explore its history, features, and why it might be worth more than you think. First, let's talk about its history. The 1985 D Mint Mark $quarter was struck at the Denver Mint. This year marked a time of transition in the U.S. economy, as the country was navigating through various economic challenges. The minting of coins during this era reflected the changing times and the need for currency that met the demands of the American public. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of this coin. The 1985 D quarter features the classic profile of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. The reverse showcases the iconic eagle, a symbol of strength and freedom, surrounded by the inscriptions E Pluribus Unum and United States of America. But what makes this coin special are its unique characteristics and minting errors. Some 1985 D quarters have been reported with minting errors, such as off-center strikes and double dies. These anomalies can significantly increase a coin's value, making them highly sought after among collectors. One such example is the 1985 D quarter with a double die error, which has been known to sell for thousands of dollars. Now, let's get into the million-dollar question: what is the value of the 1985 D quarter? While most circulated examples are worth face value, the uncirculated and error coins can command impressive prices. For instance, uncirculated examples of the 1985 D quarter have been known to sell for anywhere from $50 to $1,000, depending on their condition. But coins with significant mint errors can go much higher. In some cases, especially rare varieties or coins graded at a high level, prices can soar to tens of thousands, even millions. If you're interested in collecting the 1985 D quarter, here are a few tips on how to identify valuable pieces. First, always check the mint mark. The D mint mark is located on the obverse, just beneath Washington's neck. Next, look for signs of wear. Coins in mint condition are far more valuable. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for any minting errors or unique features. And, of course, keep your coins stored properly to maintain their condition. So, there you have it. The 1985 D quarter is more than just a piece of pocket change, it's a piece of history that could be worth millions if you know what to look for. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and let us know in the comments if you have any 1985 D quarters in your collection. We've got an exciting one lined up, the 1965 No Mint Mark Washington quarter. Could one of these be worth millions of dollars? Stick around to find out. Alright, let's start with a little bit of history. The 1965 Washington quarter marked a major change in U.S. coinage. Due to a shortage of silver, the U.S. Mint made a significant decision, moving away from the traditional 90% silver composition and replacing it with a copper-nickel-clad composition. This change was groundbreaking, as it represented the end of an era for silver quarters. Why was this shift so important? Well, the value of silver was on the rise, and it actually started to cost more to produce the coins than their face value. So, from 1965 onward, the quarter, as well as the dime, were no longer made with silver but with a copper core sandwiched between two layers of nickel. This composition is what we see in quarters today. Now, while the majority of 1965 quarters were struck in this new copper-nickel blend, there are rumors of a few rare silver quarters from this year that somehow made it out of the mint. These rare silver quarters are some of the most sought-after coins among collectors, as they represent a mistake, a misstrike that should never have happened. In the past, a few of these rare 1965 silver quarters have surfaced, and they've sold for astronomical prices at auctions. Why? Because they're rare, they're unique, and they were never supposed to be in circulation. First, look at the edge of the coin. Regular clad quarters from 1965 will have a visible copper core, so you'll see a distinct copper line along the edge. If you don't see that copper line, it could be a silver quarter. Silver quarters weigh slightly more than the clad quarters. A silver quarter from 1965 should weigh about 6.25 grams. If you have a scale that can measure in grams, this is an easy way to check. Lastly, you can do the ping test. Drop your quarter on a hard surface and listen to the sound it makes. Silver quarters have a distinct, higher-pitched ring compared to clad quarters. So, let's get to the big question: could this coin be worth millions? While it's rare for a single coin to hit that mark, a verified 1965 silver quarter could still fetch an impressive price. In fact, these coins have been known to sell for thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, at auction depending on the condition and the silver content. The highest known sale for a 1965 silver quarter was over $7,000. Imagine if you found one of these in your pocket change. It's like finding a piece of history, and a very valuable one at that. So, why all the hype? Well, the 1965 silver quarter is essentially a mint error, whoops moment from the mint that somehow made it into circulation. Collectors love these types of coins because they're rare and carry a unique story. It's like owning a piece of history that was never meant to be. Moreover, since these coins aren't supposed to exist, every silver 1965 quarter that surfaces adds to the mystery and allure surrounding them. Well, that wraps up today's video. The 1965 Washington quarter is a true gem for collectors, not only because of its history but because of the rare possibility that it could be a silver coin. Remember to always check your change, you never know what treasures you might find. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss out on our latest coin discoveries. And as always, keep collecting, and happy hunting! We're diving into a special coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 1986 Mint Mark $quarter coin. You won't believe the fascinating history behind this coin and why it could be worth millions of dollars. The 1986 quarter was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, a facility with a rich history dating back to 1792. This quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The 1986 design features a portrait of Washington on the front and an eagle on the reverse. But what makes the 1986 quarter so unique? In 1986, the Philadelphia Mint produced a staggering 1,019,000 quarters. While this number might not seem exceptionally low, it's essential to consider the condition and the rarity of well-preserved examples. Many coins from this year were circulated heavily, leading to fewer in excellent condition today. The value of any coin heavily depends on its condition. The American Numismatic Association uses a grading scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. For the 1986 quarter, coins graded at 65 or higher can command a premium price. Look out for coins that show minimal wear, clear details, and brilliant luster. Some coins in mint condition have been known to sell for thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk money. The value of the 1986 quarter can vary greatly based on its condition and demand in the collector market. While most circulated quarters may only be worth their face value, uncirculated coins can fetch anywhere from $15 to $100, depending on their grade. However, extremely rare finds or well-preserved specimens could potentially sell for up to $5,000 or more at auctions. Imagine finding one of those in your change. If you're interested in collecting, here are some quick tips. Always handle your coins with care, using gloves to prevent fingerprints and oils from damaging the surface. Store them in protective holders or albums to keep them safe. And don't hesitate to get your coins appraised by a professional if you think you might have something special. So, there you have it, the 1986 $quarter coin, a fascinating piece of American history that could be worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to your channel name, and leave a comment below. Do you have any 1986 quarters in your collection? Share your stories with us. We're diving into a fascinating piece of numismatic history, the 1988 Mint Mark $quarter coin. This coin not only has an interesting story but also a surprising potential worth of millions. So, let's get started. The 1988 P quarter dollar, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, is part of the Washington Quarter series that began in 1932. This design, featuring George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, was created by John Flanagan. The 1988 issue was notable because it marked the 250th anniversary of Washington's birth, celebrated with a slight design tweak to honor this milestone. Unlike other quarters from the series, the 1988 P quarter has a unique charm. Its detail and the stunning finish make it a must-have for collectors. In 1988, approximately 1.5 billion quarters were minted, making it a relatively common coin. However, that doesn't mean every coin is easy to find in high grades. In fact, certain variations of this quarter are extremely rare. The condition of the coin plays a crucial role in its value. Now, let's talk about the value. While many 1988 P quarters can be found for just a few quarters worth, there are some exceptions. Uncirculated and high-grade examples can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. But the true jackpot? The 1988 P quarter with the double die obverse error. This rare variety has led to sales in the range of tens of thousands, and in some cases, even over $1 million. So, keep an eye out for this specific variant when you're coin hunting. So how can you identify these valuable coins? Look closely at the lettering on the obverse. A double die error means that the image appears to have been struck twice, resulting in a ghosting effect. Make sure to inspect your coins under a magnifying glass and compare them to online resources to spot these rare errors. To sum it up, the 1988 P Mint Mark quarter dollar has a rich history and the potential to be worth millions, especially if you're lucky enough to find one of the rare double die varieties. So, get out there, check your change, and happy hunting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and historical insights. Share your experiences with the 1988 P quarter in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1990 D Mint Mark quarter dollar coin. Not only does this coin have an intriguing history, but it also holds incredible value, with some pieces worth millions. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. The 1990 D quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. The obverse features a classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse showcases the iconic eagle, representing strength and freedom. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint, denoted by the D Mint mark just below the date. In 1990, the U.S. Mint produced over 1.6 billion quarter dollars, but only a small number are considered rare or collectible. This was during a time when the Mint was experimenting with new techniques and materials to improve coin production. Understanding the production process helps us appreciate the rarity and significance of certain coins, including our focus today, the 1990 D quarter. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1990 D quarter so special. While most 1990 D quarters are worth face value, there are specific conditions and varieties that can skyrocket their worth. For instance, in uncirculated condition, some can fetch prices ranging from $10 to $100. However, the true treasures lie in special varieties. The most sought-after versions include those with specific errors, such as double die obverse or those graded by professional coin grading services. It's not uncommon to see these coins listed for thousands or even millions of dollars at auctions. In fact, the record for a 1990 D quarter was set when a rare specimen sold for over $1.5 million. If you're on the hunt for a valuable 1990 D quarter, here are some tips. First, always check for mint marks and condition. Look for coins in uncirculated condition and examine them closely for any errors. Investing in a good quality magnifying glass can help you spot these details. And don't forget to keep an eye on reputable dealers and online auctions. We're diving into the world of Washington quarters and focusing on one particular gem, the 1991 no mint mark Washington quarter. This unassuming coin might just be hiding a small fortune in plain sight. Stick around, because you won't want to miss this. Alright, let's start with a quick overview of the 1991 Washington quarter. As many of you may know, the Washington quarter series began in 1932, and it was initially released to celebrate the 200th birthday of George Washington. The quarter has since become one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. currency, with each year bringing minor changes and even a few surprises for collectors. Now, the 1991 Washington quarter was minted during a time when quarters were primarily produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. You might notice that there's no mint mark on some of these quarters, indicating they were struck at the Philadelphia mint. Generally, the lack of a mint mark doesn't affect the value, except in special cases. Let's get into why certain 1991 quarters can be worth so much more than others. So, why would a 1991 no mint mark quarter be worth anything more than face value? It all comes down to rarity and error types. Although millions of quarters were struck in 1991, a small percentage have significant errors that make them highly desirable to collectors. Where the design doesn't align with the coin's center. A doubling effect seen on the text or images. Visible imperfections on the coin's surface caused by damage to the dies used to strike them. Each of these errors can add significant value to your 1991 quarter, depending on its condition and rarity. Now, let's talk about the potential value of a 1991 no mint mark quarter. While a typical 1991 quarter without any errors is usually only worth its face value, certain error coins or quarters in pristine condition can fetch hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. The highest values often come from quarters that have been graded MS-65 or higher by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC. A 1991 quarter in near-perfect condition with a rare error could be valued in the tens of thousands, and in some cases, even higher if there's a strong demand among collectors. For instance, some unique errors have sold for incredible sums at auction. Although these are rare, it goes to show the potential in finding an error coin among your everyday change. Keep your eyes open, because you might just have a valuable coin sitting right in your pocket. Always examine quarters for any unusual features or obvious errors. Look for doubling or any irregularities on the coin's surface, especially on the text and Washington's face. Familiarize yourself with common error types so you'll recognize them when you see them. If you find a quarter that seems valuable, consider getting it professionally graded. It can increase your chances of selling it for a higher price, and that's the scoop on the 1991 no mint mark Washington quarter. Who knew a simple quarter could be worth so much? Remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and with a little bit of luck, you might just find a valuable coin where you least expect it. We're diving into a fascinating story about a 1996 mint mark Washington quarter that's said to be worth millions. That's right, a simple quarter that could make you a millionaire. How is that possible? Let's break it down. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since 1932, initially released to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. But the 1996 quarter stands out, not only for its history but also for its unique features that have caught the attention of collectors worldwide. Back in 1996, the Philadelphia Mint produced a significant number of Washington quarters with the P mint mark. But what makes this particular year and minting so special? Well, as with many coins, the value often lies in the details. One thing that can drastically increase a coin's value is an error or anomaly in its minting process. Now, there have been reports and rumors that some 1996 quarters contain a rare error or variation that makes them extremely valuable. Although regular 1996 quarters are common, those with unique errors or high-grade conditions are the ones that can skyrocket in value. Collectors are particularly drawn to error coins, such as double die strikes, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These flaws are unintentional and often make the coin one of a kind. If you have a 1996 quarter with one of these characteristics, you could be holding on to a hidden fortune. So, how could a 1996 quarter be worth millions? While not all coins from this year are valued this high, a quarter with significant historical value, rare mint errors, or in pristine condition, graded by professional agencies, can attract huge bids from collectors at auctions. Some auction houses have seen quarters like this sell for 6 or even 7 figures. The condition of the coin is key. Coins graded at a higher mint state, especially around MS67 or MS68, are incredibly rare. Out of the millions of quarters minted, only a few will achieve this status due to flawless preservation. Look for any unusual marks, off-center strikes, or doubling on letters and numbers. The coin should have minimal wear. If it has been well preserved with sharp details, it's worth getting it graded. Submit your coin to a professional grading service. They'll give you an official grade that can dramatically increase its value to collectors. It's time to check your change and coin collections. You might just have a valuable 1996 p quarter sitting in a drawer, waiting to be discovered. Remember, even if you don't find a $1 million coin, the hunt for rare and valuable coins is thrilling and can lead to some fantastic discoveries. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin collecting tips and fascinating stories. Who knows? The next treasure could be in your pocket. We're diving into a fascinating piece of U.S. coin history. We're talking about the 1998 Philadelphia Mint Washington quarter. You may have one of these in your pocket right now, but did you know it could be worth a fortune? Stick around to find out how. Let's start with a little background on this 1998 quarter. In 1998, the U.S. Mint was producing the Washington quarter, a coin first introduced in 1932. The obverse, or front side, features a profile of George Washington. The design by John Flanagan has become an iconic part of American coinage. The reverse side features an eagle, which was the standard design for the quarter before the state quarters came out in 1999. Now, what's unique about this particular 1998 quarter? This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is indicated by the P Mint mark located on the obverse side, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Philadelphia produced over 896 million of these quarters in 1998, making it a common year for circulation. If you have a 1998 P quarter with a partial image or off-center strike, that's a valuable error. These can range in value from a few $100s up to thousands, depending on the severity of the strike. The infamous double die error can make these quarters valuable. If you see any doubling, especially on Washington's face or the word Liberty, it could mean you have a rare version worth hundreds or even thousands. Another valuable error is the missing clad layer. The U.S. Mint uses a copper-nickel clad composition for quarters, but sometimes the outer layer is missing, giving the coin a distinctive copper appearance. These can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars as well. Now, let's talk about condition and grading. Like all coins, the value of a 1998 P quarter increases with its grade, or condition. Uncirculated coins with minimal wear will naturally be worth more. Coins graded as MS65 or higher can already bring you a good profit. So, just how much could a 1998 P Mint mark quarter be worth? On the high end, top-grade coins or error coins have been known to fetch thousands of dollars at auctions. Coins that are uncirculated, especially with errors, could potentially go for millions under the right market conditions. This coin might just be a gem hiding in plain sight. If you have one of these 1998 P quarters, don't just toss it back into circulation. Carefully examine it for any errors or unique features. Consider getting it graded if you think it's in great condition or has an error. And remember, coin collecting is a journey. The thrill of discovering a rare coin makes it all worth it. We're diving into an exciting coin from the 50-state quarter series, the 2001 quarter dollar with the Philadelphia Mint mark. You won't believe how this ordinary-looking coin could be worth a fortune. In 1999, the U.S. Mint launched the 50-state quarters program. This series ran from 1999 to 2008, releasing 5 state-specific designs each year. These quarters were hugely popular and were designed to celebrate the unique history and culture of each U.S. state. In 2001, the U.S. Mint released quarters honoring New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Kentucky. These quarters bear the P Mint mark, indicating they were minted at the Philadelphia Mint. While millions were made, there are some coins that stand out either because of their rarity or unusual errors. Now, you might be wondering, why would anyone pay millions for a 2001 P quarter? Most are worth their face value or a little more, but a few are exceptional. Coin collectors pay top dollar for quarters that are in pristine condition, known as MS-68 or higher. Rare varieties or errors like off-center strikes, double dies, and unique die breaks can also add significant value. While the 2001 quarters aren't typically rare, those with certain errors can become extremely valuable. Look for unique varieties, such as quarters with doubling on the state name or features on the design. Coins with these errors could potentially be worth thousands of dollars. And, in very rare cases, these coins can reach values in the millions if they're certified in perfect condition and are part of an error that no one else has. To determine if your 2001 P quarter could be worth big bucks, start by examining its condition. Coins in mint state or uncirculated condition hold the most value. Use a magnifying glass to check for unusual markings, doubling, or any anomalies in the design. If you think you have a valuable 2001 P quarter, it's best to have it professionally graded. Companies like PCGS and NGC offer grading services that authenticate and assess the coin's condition, giving you an accurate idea of its market value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2001 P quarter dollar is definitely worth a second look. Who knows, you might have a small fortune right in your pocket change. We're talking about the 2002 D Mint Mark Washington quarter, a common coin that could be worth millions of dollars. That's right, what looks like a simple pocket change coin could be worth a fortune, and we're going to tell you why. The 2002 D quarter is part of the famous 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This program was launched by the U.S. Mint to celebrate each state's unique history, and it quickly became one of the most popular coin series among collectors. Each year, the U.S. Mint released 5 different state quarters, and in 2002, they celebrated Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, Indiana, and Mississippi. Now, the D on this quarter means it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the primary locations for U.S. coin production. Over 500 million quarters were produced in Denver in 2002, but what makes this seemingly ordinary coin special enough to be worth millions? Let's talk about rare errors. Coin errors can significantly increase the value of a coin, and the 2002 D quarter is no exception. Errors like double dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks can make a regular quarter worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars. One known error in some 2002 D quarters is the double die error, where the design is accidentally stamped twice. This creates a noticeable doubling effect on parts of the coin, such as Washington's face, the words "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." If you find one with a severe doubling error, it could make your quarter extremely valuable. There are also off-center strikes and die cracks that collectors love. The rarity of the error and how visible it is will determine just how much it's worth. But remember, condition is key. Even with errors, the value of your quarter depends largely on its grade. The highest grade, called MS-70, indicates a coin in perfect, uncirculated condition, with no visible flaws. If you have a 2002 D quarter in this pristine condition, combined with a rare error, you could potentially have a coin worth millions of dollars. The best way to assess your coin's condition is to get it graded by a professional. PCGS and NGC are 2 of the top coin grading companies, and having a high-grade certificate can help confirm the coin's value. Now, you might be wondering how you can find one of these rare and valuable quarters. First, start by going through your change or coin collection. Check any 2002 D quarters you find for signs of errors, look closely at Washington's face, the letters, and the mint mark for any unusual features. Make sure to use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe for a closer look. Even minor doubling or off-center strikes can make a huge difference in value. If you think you found something, consult a professional coin appraiser or submit it for grading. So, while most 2002D quarters may only be worth 25 cents, some of them can bring you a serious payday if you find the right error or have it in perfect condition. Have you checked your change yet? We're diving into a more recent piece of US currency, the 2015D Mint Mark $quarter coin. Did you know this coin could be worth millions of dollars in some rare cases? Stay tuned to learn why. First, let's cover the basics. The 2015D quarter was minted in Denver, hence the D Mint mark. This quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, which began in 2010 and features different national parks and historic sites on the reverse side. In 2015, we saw 5 designs, each showcasing a different landmark, including Homestead, Kisatchie, Blue Ridge Parkway, Bombay Hook, and Saratoga. These unique designs celebrate American heritage and have made these quarters popular among collectors. Now, let's talk about what really sets these coins apart. Although most 2015D quarters are worth just their face value, a few rare specimens have been known to fetch significantly more, and in some cases, the value can soar into the millions. This often happens when a coin has an error or is in pristine condition, certified as MS-67 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. So, what should you be looking for? Some 2015D quarters have unique errors that make them highly desirable to collectors. These can include off-center strikes, double dies, and planchet errors, where the coin blank is flawed before minting. One particularly sought-after error is the double die, where certain design elements appear doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Most 2015D quarters in circulated condition are worth face value, but those with the rare errors we mentioned can sell for a lot. While the average error coin might bring in hundreds or even thousands of dollars, some coins, if unique enough, have sold for $1 million or more at auction. The rarity of the error combined with the high grade of the coin can lead to sky-high valuations. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for such rare finds. So, how can you find one of these valuable coins? Start by carefully examining your spare change and any quarter rolls you come across. Use a magnifying glass to look for any noticeable errors, like doubling or unusual markings. And if you think you have something special, consider sending it to a grading service to get an official grade. Remember, condition is everything. We're diving into the history and hidden treasures of the 2016 Mint Mark $quarter coin. You might have one of these in your pocket change and not even know it could be worth big bucks. Let's uncover the secrets of this fascinating coin. Each of these designs is unique, with intricate details and imagery that bring these iconic locations to life. The obverse, or head's side, continues to feature John Flanagan's classic depiction of George Washington, which has been on the quarter since 1932. Now, let's talk about the mint mark. If your quarter has a small P on it, it means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Philadelphia is known for producing high volumes of coins, so the 2016 quarters are quite common in circulation. But here's where it gets interesting: errors and rare variations. In 2016, a small number of quarters were found with unusual errors. These might include double dies, off-center strikes, and missing design details, which collectors go wild for. Depending on the error, these coins can sometimes be worth hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. So, what's the 2016 Mint Mark quarter worth? In circulated condition, most of these quarters are only worth their face value of 25 cents. But if you have a quarter in mint condition, like an uncirculated or proof example, it could fetch between $1 to $5 from a collector who's missing it from their collection. However, for error coins, that's a whole other story. In cases where significant errors are discovered, the value can jump dramatically. These coins have sold for hundreds of dollars at auction, and rare errors have even brought in thousands. If you think you have a valuable 2016 p quarter, it's important to handle it carefully. Oils from your hands can damage the coin, so consider using gloves and storing it in a protective holder. If you're serious about confirming its value, have it appraised by a reputable coin dealer or grading service. PCGS and NGC are two trusted organizations for coin grading. So there you have it. The 2016 P Mint Mark quarter might seem like an everyday coin, but certain versions can be quite valuable, especially if you find one with a rare error. Always be on the lookout, and remember, some of the most valuable coins could be hiding right in your spare change. We're diving into a special coin, the 2017 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. You might have some of these in your pocket change, but did you know that certain versions of this coin could be worth a small fortune? Stick around to learn the fascinating history, unique features, and the incredible value these coins can bring to collectors. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since 1932. However, the 2017 series stands out for one particular reason: the P Mint Mark. This was actually the first time in U.S. history that the Philadelphia Mint's P mark appeared on quarters for general circulation. It was introduced to celebrate the Mint's 225th anniversary, making it a milestone in the series' long history. Let's take a closer look at the design of this quarter. On the obverse side, you'll find the classic profile of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan, which has graced quarters for decades. On the reverse, you'll notice various designs depending on which America the Beautiful series you have. These designs honor a national park or site from one of the 50 states, territories, or D.C. Each year since 2010, 5 new designs were released, and 2017 was no exception. While the 2017 P quarters are already unique for their mint mark, certain varieties can make them even more valuable. Error coins from this series have been discovered, including die breaks, double dies, and other striking errors that make collectors eager to get their hands on one. These errors can drastically increase the value of the coin, with some reaching astonishing price points. So, what kind of value are we talking about? While a regular 2017 P quarter is worth face value, the rare error coins can sell for thousands of dollars at auction. In pristine condition, graded by a professional grading service, some of these quarters have sold for up to millions of dollars. That's right, these little 25-cent pieces can be worth a life-changing sum. If you're hoping to find one of these valuable 2017 P quarters, here are some tips for you. First, always check your change and keep an eye out for the P Mint mark. Next, inspect the coin closely for any oddities or errors, like doubling, unusual lines, or misaligned designs. Lastly, consider having it evaluated by a grading service if you believe it could be valuable. This will not only confirm its value but also protect it in a certified holder. Who knew a simple quarter could be worth so much, right? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2017 P Mint Mark Washington quarter is definitely worth searching for. We're exploring a special coin that you might have in your pocket right now, the 2021 D Mint Mark $quarter coin. This coin not only has an interesting history but could also be worth millions. Let's start with a quick overview of the 2021 D quarter. This coin is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which honors national parks and sites across the United States. The 2021 D quarter features the design representing the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site in Alabama, commemorating the brave African American pilots who served in World War II. The obverse side, as always, displays the iconic portrait of George Washington, while the reverse showcases a stunning depiction of a Tuskegee Airman in flight, symbolizing courage and dedication. But what makes this coin even more special? The America the Beautiful Quarters program began in 2010 and runs through 2021, with each coin designed to celebrate a specific national site. The 2021 coins were minted during a unique time in history, as the COVID-19 pandemic affected the minting process and circulation of coins across the nation. Because of these circumstances, fewer coins were produced, making certain dates and mint marks more valuable. Additionally, the 2021 D Mint Mark coin, struck in Denver, saw a lot of interest from collectors due to its unique design and limited availability. It's important to note that this coin is part of a larger series, which always adds to its desirability among collectors. Now, let's talk about the potential value of the 2021 D quarter. While many of these coins can be found in circulation for 25 cents, certain versions and conditions can significantly increase their value. For example, uncirculated coins, or those that have been graded highly by professionals, can sell for much more. But here's where it gets really exciting. There have been reports of specific 2021 D quarters selling at auction for thousands, and in some rare cases, even millions. The value greatly depends on factors such as condition, rarity, and demand. Always look for the D Mint mark, which indicates it was produced in Denver. Coins in mint condition, also known as brilliant uncirculated, are worth much more than those that show signs of wear. Some coins may have minting errors, which can dramatically increase their value. If you believe you have a valuable coin, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. In conclusion, the 2021 D Mint Mark $quarter coin is more than just pocket change. With its historical significance and potential for high value, it's a great addition to any collection. So, check your change and see if you have a hidden treasure. We're diving into a fascinating piece of numismatic history, the 1994 D Mint Mark $quarter. This coin is not just a part of our pocket change, it holds some secrets that could mean it's worth more than you think. So, if you're ready to discover why this quarter might be worth millions, stay tuned. Let's start with a quick overview. The 1994 D quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, and it features the iconic design of George Washington on the front, created by John Flanagan. The reverse showcases the American eagle, representing strength and freedom. But what makes this coin so special? In 1994, the U.S. Mint produced approximately 1.5 billion quarters, but only a fraction of those are in excellent condition today. This means that while many of these coins are still circulating, finding one in uncirculated or near mint condition can be quite rare. Now, let's talk about value. Most 1994 D quarters you find in circulation are only worth face value, 25 cents. However, the real treasure lies in those that are uncirculated or graded by professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC. Coins graded MS65 or higher can sell for anywhere from $5 to $10, while MS66 and above can fetch prices upwards of $50. But wait, the true jackpot comes from the rarer varieties of this coin. There are some noteworthy varieties that collectors are on the lookout for. For example, the 1994 D quarter with a wide AM reverse is a well-known error coin that can command prices of $100 or more if in good condition. The rarer the variety, the higher the value. So, how can you identify a valuable 1994 D quarter? Start by examining the coin closely. Look for details like sharpness in the design, the absence of wear, and specific markers for errors like the wide AM. Using a magnifying glass can really help you spot these subtle differences. And remember, grading is key. If you think you have a rare variety, consider getting it graded by a professional. To wrap it up, the 1994 D $quarter coin is more than just a quarter. It's a piece of history that could be worth much more than its face value, especially if you come across the right variety. So, keep searching through your coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on more valuable coin tips and history. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you have a 1994 D quarter? What's the most interesting coin you found?